Hey guys, this is TheEnder, and this is also Sonic Sbenu Superfight number 4, set 4, Larva versus Loveu. And spawning in the upper right position, our yellow Zerg is going to be Larva. Spawning in the lower left position, we have our red Protoss Loveu. Currently, Larva is up 2-1 in this best of 5, so if the winner of this match, or should I say, if the winner of this game is Larva, then the winner of the match is also Larva. Yeah. Let's thank our sponsors and buy some shoes located at the bottom of the screen. If you speak Korean or can read it, I can't. But yeah, oh well. So, alright. Let's talk keys to victory in this game. I don't know, I just thought I'd say that. Sometimes they talk about that in other sports, football, whatever. So, pretty much what Loveu has done well so far is scouting, but what he's done bad is not making enough Templar. I mean, that's it. I mean, there's been some occasional, control issues, but I think he really just needs to get more Templar. He needs to be decisive in his actions, get Templar. If he's going to push across the map and kill the Zerg, do it. But he can't waffle, and you gotta storm. On the other hand, we have Larva, his keys to victory. Let's be honest, he's probably the better player. The only game he lost was due to a failed double cheese. So he just needs to play a standard game and he'll probably win. But alright, so there's the key to victory for both our players. For the Protoss, make Templar. For the Zerg, play standard. Not to say that Zerg is overpowered, just the players. Alright, so hatchery first is scouted, so instead of making the forge, the probe actually goes and makes the nexus first. Excellent, good call. Pool coming down after the hatchery, so we'll have to eventually make a forge. Can't just go for like a, gateway into core without the forge. Alright. Glad to see our Korean casters are having a good time. Of course, on the far right we have Mr. Sonic himself. In the middle we have Kim Carrier. And on the far left we have the same guy that I've never known the name of, but he's always in every one of the videos. So if you know his name, feel free to throw it out there. Alright. The wall is up for the Protoss. The pool is up for the Zerg. Third base to be taken shortly at the 3 o'clock position by the Zerg. And, so yeah, stuff. Alright, Larva's taking his third base. Cannon going down. Doesn't look like there's going to be Lings to beat the cannon this game. Should be seeing a lair pretty soon. Whoop, there it is. Lair's a lair. On the other side, we should probably be seeing a Stargate pretty soon. And, of course, Mr. Loveu is going to be keeping that probe as near as possible to the Zerg base. What? No. Their Lings are going for it. They're going for it. They're going for it. Alright, one makes it in. Come on. Really? 2 games in a row? Alright, that one Zergling really shouldn't get any kills. Nice probe glitching there. Manages to catch one. There are 4 probes on that gas again. Maybe he just needs the 4 probes on the gas just because he's taking my advice and getting the Templar. Maybe that's what it is, so I'm not gonna, make too much fun of him for it. But alright, he's taking a second gas. Stargate on the way. Zergling better not get a kill. He better not get a kill. Alright, no kills yet. But, yeah, so the reason I keep on messing up Mr. Loveu's name is because it sounds a whole lot like Love TV, which is the major tournament which is coming up soon. but not quite yet. So it's going to be a good tournament, big prize pool, big name players, and it's starting soon. I guess you could say, people might say it's already started. Whoop! Oh no, casters are getting excited. Got about a dozen speedlings coming in, and since that one zergling is being rather annoying, he's distracting one of the zealots. Whoop, they're going for it, Hero probe! Hero probe blocks them. Alright, so that one hero probe at the bottom gap, he did pretty well. He bought a lot of time, but there's 5 speedlings in the Protoss main, which is not good. Not good at all. Now, I mean, it's not going to be game-ending damage, probably, as there are, plenty of zealots out. But it's going to be a whole lot of annoyance, and in addition to other things, causing a lot of micro to be put into it. And so, of course, that's going to benefit the player who's, got the most experience in, the stressful situations and extensive multitasking and microing. So that should be very advantageous for Larva. Now, I think we saw a probe go down and a cannon go down. Another probe go down. Another probe go down. Oh, man. So this is really not going that well for Loveu. Got 5th hatchery down. Corsairs are out, but yeah, there's so much time being spent microing the zealots that you really can't watch the Corsairs. You had to bring them home so that the Scourge don't kill them. So alright, what's it going to be? I don't agree with pushing out with 4 zealots when you have problems. But alright, gateway explosion. 4 more gateways on the way. And that's going to put us up to 6 gateways total. That's enough to make a nice push. And we have the Templar tech. It looks like he is actually going for only 2 Corsairs this game. I think I like that idea. Either that or I'm completely calling it wrong. He's actually going for +1 Corsair attack and more Corsair. But I think he stopped at 2. I think he's actually going for goon range already. And he's actually going for a big gateway attack. I mean, I do like this idea. This is definitely the type of thing that he needs to do. However, he spent his first 2 Templar making an Archon, which, like I said, that's not the type of thing we need. We need Templar here. We need Storms. That might have been a 7th gateway, and it looks like it's going to be scouted right away. So this is just a really weird attack. Usually you do not go for goons anywhere near this fast. And the reason is they're just too darn expensive. I mean, it's not sustainable. As soon as the Zerg scouts you have goons, they can just spam out lings, and it's just super not cost effective for the Zerg, for the Protoss. This is such a weird attack. So we don't have +1 attack for the we do have +1 attack for the Protoss, but we don't have Zealot legs yet. Don't have Templar. There's too many Hydras. You need to go home, man. Go home. Go home, Mr. Protoss. Go home. You cannot take on that many. Alright, he's going home. Yeah. What? Even more goons. This is not StarCraft 2. You cannot go for a Blink Stalker all in. So of course the Archon is important, not because it's good against Hydras, but because it'll just completely deter any type of, mutas. Pretty good against Lings also, but what is going on here? I mean, it's almost like he's pulling the 4-gate goon attack, but he's doing it on 2 base. And of course the idea of a 4-gate goon attack, whoop, up. Archon goes down. Speed on the Overlords, that's different. But yeah, so 4-gate goon. I mean, essentially the idea behind it is you want to punish the Zerg for only having like cheap units for like speedlings and not having a critical mass of Hydras. And since goons are ranged units, you can start to pick off a lot of stuff without taking any losses. But given the number of Hydralisks that are out, this is probably not going to work. I mean, there's no Templar here, and there's a whole lot of goons. I mean, the goons just aren't cost-effective enough to deal with the Hydulisk in large numbers. That's all it comes down to. And chances are, since he's gone for this many early goons, he doesn't have the gas to go for Templar. I don't know. And of course, I mean, there's a high ground, which high grounds have a 50% miss chance. So you really also actually not that many Hydras at this time. He could actually go for it, I guess. That might have been his one chance. Nope, don't go through the choke. Don't go through the choke. Nope, retreat, retreat, retreat. No, 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 he's going to get caught. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is bad. You got Zealots coming in from the back, which is better. What? Is he going to do it? It looks like Speed Zealots came from behind, and though, of course, that was huge for this battle. Speed Zealots only take half damage from Hydulisk, not because they're speed, but because they're light units. So somehow or another, he might have just surprised the Zerg just enough. That was such a weird engagement. I did not think he was going to do it, but the goons are derping out. You really can't micro goons very well. It's so hard. They're just so stupid. Now, if he can hold the high ground here, but yeah, I mean, it's such a small choke. You can't get your goons through it. All right, there's the Templar. Okay, so he's got a good core of goons, and he's got Templar. If he can hold a high ground position, he can take a really good engagement. Once again, high ground gives you 50% mischance if units are firing from the low ground. That is, I mean, it's just massive. In addition, there's also some vision problems if you're on the low ground. Oh, no. Don't take it. No, don't. Free goon. Alright, there's a Templar. Storm. There's a Storm. Good Storm. Well, decent. Alright, there's a Storm. He's doing some damage. He's softening him up. Alright, he's still got 2 Storms left. Alright, there's one. That was a whiff. He's got 1 Storm left. But there's like no Hydras. He could do this. He morphs an Archon. He should have 1 more Storm left. There was 4 Templar, and we saw 3 Storms. There should be 1 more Storm. It doesn't look like it matters. There's just not enough Hydras. Hydras are coming out here, but they're just getting spawn camped. Is he going to do it? It looks like he's going to do it. Oh no, Lurker's coming in from behind. It looks like he's not going to ever get that last Storm because it looks like they were morphed into another Archon. That's a little bit sad. Also, with this kind of a crazy rush, there's probably no Robo. I mean, I bet he's building one now, but he doesn't have any kind of detection. Since he does have goons, he can micro a little bit. Oh, look at that. Lurker eggs on the ramp. That's an awesome play. Alright, focus down the Lurkers. Focus down the Lurkers. Focus down the Lurkers. Alright, he did a pretty decent job focusing down the Lurkers. Problem is, there's a lot of Zerglings coming out, and Zerglings just do excellently against goons. I think for a Dragoon to be cost-effective versus Zerglings, you have to kill something like, what, 7 Zerglings if you assume you're on even bases. Which is a bit of a problem. But man, the Probe Massacre, look at it. GG, alright! Yes! So it looks like Mr. Loveu is going to take a second game, and we are going to be at a 2-2 score for Larva versus Loveu. We're going all the way, Game 5. Alright. Get ready. Get whelmed, because you're about to be overwhelmed. Alright, moving on, game number 5 coming up after this.